Hello, everyone. Thank you for this opportunity to present our company, LiVeritas Sciences. We are a tech-enabled service provider disrupting the drug development industry. We are a molecular testing company. We are based in South San Francisco, about 10 minutes away from the airport. So come see us if you're in the area. Very good. Okay. Okay, then I guess I'm going to continue now. And joining me in this massive endeavor is a good friend from college, Nino Cortina, and my fellow co-founder here, Eric Ribostat. I want to start with my story with Cookie. We've known each other since 1997, and that's when we were both in college. We love chemistry, joined this honors program in the Philippines, combining chemistry and computer engineering. After college, oops. Yeah. After college, we went our separate ways. She went to Germany for her PhD, and I went here in the United States for my PhD at UC Davis. We both became mass spectrometrists, and we've been mass spectrometrists for the past 25 years. And then eventually, for the past 15 years, I applied this expertise in the drug development industry. And the logos and the brands that are on this slide are the brands that I carry for the past 15 years. I know I look young, but I'm in my 40s. Okay, so it's been a great journey so far. And in the Veritas, we are joined by our technical advisors and investors who are biopharma experts and mass spec industry experts. Why am I saying this history? Because it was interesting that last year I was diagnosed with classic Hodgkin's lymphoma. And one of the drugs that is in this slide helped save my life. It's called Adcetris from Seattle Genetics. In this past 15 years of my life in the drug development industry, I devoted my life to developing this class of drugs called antibody drugs conjugates that is a big deal right now in the drug development space with many drugs that are commercialized and approved by the FDA. So this drug helped my life, and I wouldn't be here healthy with hair in front of you presenting if this was not approved by the FDA. Now, as mass spectrometrists and chemists, what you might be thinking is, why is she talking about these things and sharing her personal story? It's precisely because I know, based on experience in the past decade, that slow mass spec testing hinders the development of this group of novel complex therapeutics. And there's about a class of, these novel therapeutics are called biologics, and they're mostly proteins. Some of them are cells. And collectively, there's a bunch of like 5,000 of them every year that are in the pipeline of close to 8,000 drug development companies out there, right? And I can definitely tell you that FDA is almost requiring on paper have mass spec testing as part of their regulatory filings. If any drug company out there submits a document to the FDA without mass spec testing, guess what's going to happen? It's going to be sent back to the drug developer, no matter how great the clinical trials results are. So, the problem we're solving as mass spectrometrists and computer engineers is the fact that, the slow molecular testing hindering development, we want to make sure we solve this. And how do we do that? By integrating laboratory ecosystem and applying intelligence around it. of course, artificial intelligence. In our case, we're incorporating a lot of knowledge base. So our Lily platform currently has several solutions, which includes digital transformation solutions, workflow integration solutions, including AI in it. And soon in 2024, we're incorporating automation solutions into the platform. In late 2024, one of our advisors is going to bring in his expertise, joining us in full time, bring his expertise to include predicting success of preclinical drugs all the way to the clinic, of course, and that's based on his experience in both preclinical and clinical pharmacology. So, exactly what are we doing? As mass spectrometrists, we digitize the molecule drug candidate, and once it is digitized, right, we work with lines and numbers, and we correlate it to the protein sequence information of each of these drugs. So, what exactly is going on in mass spec testing? The front end, you do all the lab work. You're hardcore scientists. We have PhDs. We've worked a lot in developing different testing workflows. But in the back end, most of our time is spent on data crunching. We're really data scientists and data analysts. So, moment we have protein sequence information, it goes through a series of steps before the end user, the average biopharma scientist, can make sense of the information. So all of these things, from information specification definitions, theoretical information calculations, the absolute curation of this data, which are lines and numbers, right? And then downstream processing of preliminary results, all the way to creating a summary table and visualization of the results, it can take weeks. And when I was working for a CRO back in 2010, it takes me about a month to complete this entire process. When I worked for Big Pharma in 2013, it was still in the weeks. 4 years later, I get it down to less than 2 weeks. When I was working for a unicorn biotech startup, I got it down to like 1.5 weeks. But then now in LiVeritas, before we introduced our platform, we got it down to about less than 2 weeks here. With the platform, we're now in the 1 week turnaround time of crunching all of these lines and numbers, making sense of them, and turning them into actionable insights. Our goal is to turn it into 3 days. From weeks or months in big pharma, we want to turn it into 3 days or even less. And I can definitely tell you that all of the 5,000 drug candidates out there that are are designed as protein therapeutics require this particular test that we are offering our clients. So luckily, in the past 2.5 years, we have the opportunity to work with as many clients. Currently, we have 14. Most of our clients have drug candidates in clinical trials. And because, again, this type of testing is required by the FDA, we're helping them advance their drug candidates all the way to commercialization. And here's our revenue history and forecast. We started operations in 2021, tripled our revenues in 2022, and more recently, we are doubling our revenue regardless of what's going on right now in the drug development industry, where we have about close to 200 companies laying off team members. And hopefully we continue our steady growth, because this year we're going to start bringing out another business model, launching our SaaS business model. Our recent achievements, we're very happy that we have 100% client retention. We work with all of the different biopharma companies out there, from early stage drug developers all the way to companies that are trading in NASDAQ, so I don't want to reveal their names. We have our platform beta available. Acceleration of the process is at least 20x at the moment. It's going to be faster by January. That's what my team communicated. And we've launched our Manila subsidiary, who is focused on, all of the software development at the moment. They are they're amazing. We're former college classmates. They're both scientists and computer engineers, which is a unique combination. And we have exceeded $1 million net revenue within the past 3 years. So some other things that we love to share is the fact that, how grateful we are with our clients. They love us as well, with a fast, high retention rate, increase in contract size year over year, and they are happy with our testing. So we're currently raising $1 million, and we're going to use this to reach profitability and hit the 1.5 million revenue milestone for next year, expand our lab operations, including leasing, procuring our own robot and our liquid handler, and expand our software development team and continue building out these AI-powered tools that are helping us accelerate drug development and all the way to commercialization. Thank you. Questions? Yes, sir.
How does your client verify the quality of the information gathered?
First, we have our own data quality, data reviewers. But of course, what they would do typically is go to another outsourcing company and cross-check from there.
Doesn't this still require a lot of manpower to verify that?
At the moment, yes. But eventually, we're going to be embedding our own data reviewer, internal data reviewer. In the business right now, you need a third party to do the confirmation. That's how outdated testing industry is for drug quality testing.
Okay. Thank you so much, Liza. Appreciate having you today.